Hey guys, so I'm gonna read from chapter 6 today. So this is from my book, Spiritual Nomad, A Journey Within and Abroad. If you're just watching this for the first time, I have quotes here that are like a little theme from each chapter. So for the quote for this one is, if you don't recount your family history, it will be lost. Honor your own stories and tell them too. The tales may not seem very important, but they are what binds families and makes each of us who we are. So I'm just going to jump in here. So my sister Eva and I began our family research in 2008 after I came home from my backpacking trip throughout Europe. I remembered the promise I made to the boss, Luca, at the funny farm to come back and work there with my European passport. An Italian guy named Marco, who lived in Naples, added me randomly on Facebook one day. Marco desperately wanted to come to the U.S. to live, work, and go to school at USC. Little did I know how Mark and I met was not so random. He wanted me to help him edit his admissions letter for the school, since his English wasn't good at the time. We became good friends, joked about us getting married to swap citizenship, and exchanged stories about America and about life in America and Italy. After speaking to family members, all we knew was my great-grandfather was born in Palermo. We knew his birth date, but we weren't sure of the year. It was either 1893 or 1895. Marco called the consulate in Palermo to find out more information about what to do. He contacted me back and said I had to write a letter explaining what I'm looking for, with names and dates along with 3 international coupons. Trying to find international coupons was like trying to find a needle in a haystack, mainly because no one knew what they were. I called many local post offices and finally found one 20 minutes away from where I lived in New Jersey. The international coupons were like postage stamps for Italy to send documents back. Marco said he would write the letter for me in Italian. I gave him all the information I had on my great-grandfather, and then the only thing I could do was hope we got something in the mail. Eva and I were taking a risk. We felt like we were holding our breath for the next 2 weeks. I constantly checked the mailbox for anything from Italy, and then one day we got something. As I opened the envelope from Palermo, my heart was beating with excitement. I pulled out a letter I couldn't understand, but alongside it was an original copy. I couldn't believe it. I helped Marco with his admissions letter to USC, and he responded to me a few days later, letting me know he was accepted. I was so happy for him. His dream of going to USC and coming to America were coming true, as were mine of becoming a European citizen. I believed Marco and I were brought together for a reason. Maybe it was the spirit of my great-grandfather who helped us help each other achieve our dreams. The amount of gratitude I have for Marco cannot be put into words. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been able to get this process started. Eva and I were researching for days, weeks, months, and years to figure out the process of getting our Italian citizenship. I found the consulate website to double check we were eligible and found there were 5 categories. So we fell under one of those categories. So that was 6 years worth of research, 5 or 6. You'll have to see the rest of the journey that it took for us to get it. It took a very long time. So I hope you've enjoyed chapter 6. We'll do chapter 7 soon. I would love to hear your thoughts and feedback of these videos, the snippets, and if you're starting to read it, I would love to hear from you. So enjoy.